Welcome back to EpicAirsoftHD. We're here with episode 6 of our WE pistol series. This time we've got the Hi Capa 7-inch. It's the one with the garlic potato masher thing on the front. If you guys want to check out the other episodes we've done before, there's plenty of annotations up here. You get the M9 Biohazard, the Glock Gen 4. We've also got the Hi Capa 5.1 version of this. It's a much smaller version and I guess more manageable. This one here is a bit of a beast. And we also have the WE226 that we did last week. All right, let's unbox this and have a look at it. Of course, this one again is in two-tone, but this time is the nice red color that the Biohazard was in. This is much more kind of match looking, so most match guns are pretty crazy colors. I'll take this mag out, that's not very safe. This one has the half slide, which is much more gas efficient. It's got less weight to throw back. And of course, you don't use as much gas and you get a much quicker cycle on it as well. The barrel length on this also contributes to its bigger FPS. This is shooting about 350 feet per second, whereas the other ones are shooting between 300 and 330. You've got this, as I explained before, you've got this potato masher thing on. This is actually for taking enemies as hostages and making sure that the barrel doesn't slip off them. Don't know why it's on a kind of match looking gun, but it looks pretty badass. This is actually advertised as a government model. I don't know what kind of government would have a potato masher on the end of the pistol, but I guess WE just threw it on there to, I don't know, give the gun a name or something. All right, let's put this box away. Actually, let's fire a few rounds on it. I'm tempted to see what it's like. Okay, the magazine's gassed up and we've got plenty of BBs in there, so we're going to go ahead and test the blowback action of this gun. Alright, despite its size, actually cycles really well and it's really comfortable to fire. The reason for that being is there's a lot of weight on the front, so when I pull the trigger and the blowback action goes backwards and forwards, it's actually a lot more weight for that to throw around and it's not as much recoil as you would get from the normal one, say the 5.1 or the WE226 that we had before. So your shots are staying on target a lot better. Saying that, you've got this match sight on the back, and you've got the fiber optic style sight at the front there. Don't really like the match style sights. There's no kind of reference there. So if there's a low light situation, it's actually hard to get a good acquisition and rest your eye through the sight there and get it onto the front post. So that's a bit of a downfall with this. But if you're shooting targets and it's a well lit area, it's actually pretty good. And you can adjust it there and height. So you can actually get out of there. So it'll be good for the 30-meter range. Not a lot I can say about this one. It's a lot harder to get access to the hop unit. You have to take off the rail system and the potato masher. You have to take off the outer barrel segment here, and then you need to do like we did in the 5.1. You can click on that actually. This annotation will take you straight to the takedown of the 5.1. So once you've taken the Allen keys and everything out of this, it's just basically from there. Of course, this has a res system, so I can take my next torch and we can put it on there and see what it's like. So this just press fits and then I can tighten it up using the wheel on this side. Of course, this is absolutely no use because the idea of the next torch is that the functions of the torch should be close to the trigger, but the rail doesn't come back far enough for me to get access to that, so I have to leave it on constantly. Very, very bright torch, and it makes it even more front heavy. So I guess there is rail on there for looks, but of course, if you want to put a torch on there and go skirmishing with it, you can do that. Or maybe even a laser or something like that. This actually has a nice thick Magwell on it as well. So I'll rack this back so the box into place and we'll put the magazine in. Don't have any eye protection, so just staying safe. So you see the Magwell is actually really easy to put the mag in. And not much more you can say about this gun. So let's take it out in the range and see if it's as accurate as WE claim it to be. Okay, we've got the Hi Capa 7-inch on the Abwood vise now. We obviously use Abwood vise to eliminate any human element. Also, we're in a factory, so there's no crosswind. So we're getting the best idea of the gun's accuracy and not my accuracy. Target's out there, 30 meters, other side of the factory. Measured it out, obviously, and we benchmark all our guns there. So let's see what this does with 0.3 gram BBs and green gas. All right, sights are on target, so let's see what it does. let's have a look at the target. Okay, well, before we have a look at the target, you can obviously go back to the shooting test by clicking on that annotation, and you can go back to the very start of the review by clicking on that one. All right, let's have a look at it. Actually shot pretty well. Actually, it's probably the second best out of the series of pistols that we've done there. It's quite hard to pick in the camera, we'll get you a close-up, but there's quite a good spread down here. But the rest of them seems like it's moving vertically, which could be due to cool down in the magazine, or the hop up getting warmer and lifting up the BBs. We try our best to eliminate that, but I mean, we're very limited there. But there we have it. At least I hit the target every time. It's obviously a very nice gun. Guys, you can order it from Airsoft World, who were kind enough to let us borrow all of these two-tone pistols that you see here on the table. Click on the links in the description below. I've got stuff there for the gun itself, the magazines, you can check out prices, and obviously the other guns that Airsoft World have in stock themselves. To see the other guns, or some of the other guns, you can click on either of these three annotations there to take you to that. We're going to be doing something special next week, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that. Check us out on Facebook and all that good stuff, and we'll see you next Sunday.